everybody. I've got snacks in front of me. I'm in a different place, but if you've seen my SnackBox video, then you know why I'm down here. I got the SnackBox. It's for the UK. And now I have a few of the treats that were in the SnackBox in front of me that I'm gonna eat. I have the sea salt and cider vinegar chips, the haggis crisps, the cheddar and onion crisps, the wagon wheel that I already half ate, some toffee pops which have been melted together from the California fires, California heat, and these Dean's chocolate chip shortbread biscuits. I'm just gonna eat. I don't know what to talk about. Nothing's really been happening. School started again. Once again, I have failed to do anything relating to any kind of adult action of getting shit done. So, we'll see how life plays out. Kids, go to school. Don't drop out. Or you'll end up like me, eating food on the internet that no one watches and working at a grocery store. It'll be a really fun time. Self-deprecation is the highest form of humor. Oh wait, no, that's sarcasm. I'm an idiot. I've been watching a lot of TED Talks recently. I'm picking up the intonations of the speakers. Also, I've been watching a lot of Midsummer Murder. This wagon wheel is ridiculously good. I don't even like marshmallows all that much. I didn't bring out the pickled onions because I hated them. They were really bad. I did not take out any of the hard-boiled sweets or the toffees or anything because it would have taken too long to eat. Chips, though, I can do. This haggis one is really interesting because it tastes like meat. But maybe it's just the meat seasoning and that's not actually what meat tastes like. I'm just too used to seasoning on meat. I also really like these chips, crisps. They're kind of like Lay's in their consistency, but they're cut thicker and I like it better. And the cheddar and onion one is basically just cheddar cheese and chives and it's delicious. If you don't love a good shortbread, we can't be friends. This is an excellent shortbread. It's got a nice crispy bottom. It's not been underdone. I've been watching a lot of Great British Bake Off. It's a problem. I'm gonna keep going until I finish these snacks or until the camera dies, whichever one comes first. And you will know which one comes first because of the abrupt ending, or lack thereof. Big crisp. I'm not gonna eat all of the cookies. Sorry, biscuits. I want to save some because they're really good. This is the last one. I have 6 more after this, which means I've eaten 6. I've eaten half of them. Back in the box you go, my little children. I will be eating you probably tomorrow. The toffee pops have just like melted together. Oh, there we go. I got it. So if you didn't watch the other one, it's a chocolate flavored thing on the top. It says chocolate flavored and not like chocolate, so I'm not sure what it is. And then it's a biscuit and then it has toffee in it and it's actually really good. Excellent. Hits the spot. That's my knee. I'm wearing pajamas, whatever. I felt too lazy to actually do something today, so this is what we're doing now. Done. I'm almost done with these ones, but there's a few left in it. I don't know if you can tell. I never would have associated wagon wheels with Great Britain. It reminds me of the Oregon Trail, but maybe it all works. I guess it's not Great Britain, it's the UK, the United Kingdom. I didn't take geography. Squish, squish, squish. My car broke, but I got it fixed again. Isn't it annoying when your car breaks down? I don't live anywhere near a mechanic or anything else. So when my car breaks down, I have to take it to the mechanic, then find someone who can drive me home, and then to get anywhere else, find someone who can drive me there. Or like to get the car, find someone who can drive me to the mechanic so I can pick up the car. The problem with that is, generally, you would use an Uber, right? You live in a civilized place that has Ubers. I guess populated would be a better place. A populated city that has Ubers. There's no Ubers. There's none up here. You can't get one. You can't get a taxi. There's no public transit. It's a mess. Drive or die. The wagon wheel is done. Now I just have Mackies of Scotland. I really like the fact that they call calories energy because that's what calories are. I think we should all remind ourselves of that. I'm watching a drama called Hyde, Jekyll and I, and it's about DID, kind of, but like all TV shows about mental illness, you can't really take it for face value, being like, this is what DID is. Dissociative identity disorder, which is basically like multiple personalities, but again, I don't know how well the drama portrays it because I'm not a psychiatrist. I haven't yet started studying that. Oh, I am sitting on the bedroom floor. Anyways, if you want another drama about DID that isn't Jekyll and Hyde and I, then the Heal Me, Kill Me, Kill Me, Heal Me is a really good one. In the current one that I'm watching, the Jekyll and Hyde one, he only has two personalities, the savior and the businessman, the CEO. And he was kidnapped as a kid and he had to like escape and he couldn't save his friend, and so he split his personalities into the person who could escape and then the person who could save. So that's who he is as his duo personality. The rest of the plot line is completely just like and nonsensical, but it's funny. I'm having a good time. The Kill Me, Heal Me, I don't know which order those words go in. He has 7 different personalities and he is compensating again for not being able to protect someone. But the personalities he creates are a suicidal teenager, a full of life teenager, like a father figure that he wished he had, the person who can get out of situations like the escapist, himself, a little girl who has a bear, and then the Mr. X, who is a mystery man, who is kind of like the puppet master of all the other personalities. He's in control. He opens doors, closes doors, protects memories. He's like the grand protector that you never see behind the screen. So those are his personalities, and they all come out at different times when he needs different things. I don't know how well this portrays actual DID, and I feel like it isn't well, because every time they portray somebody with bipolar or borderline personality or an eating disorder or something else that I've been like, you have this, it's not really what it is. Particularly the depression or the bipolar. Like, bipolar and multiple personalities are 2 different things. I'm still myself and I remember things. Like, I remember what I've done for the most part, unless I'm like really out of it. But like, I'm not 2 different separate personalities. I'm 2 different emotions and they're just in the extreme, and it's very different. So I'm sure if you have like a physical disability or a mental illness, mental disability, and you see it portrayed in the media, it's not always going to be right because everyone's is different. Even though the doctors have put like specific labels on you and you two have the same label, it doesn't mean you have the same symptoms. I think human nature is just the need to put a label on something so you know where you stand in comparison to them. Like the label that people put on me is female, so that they know, oh, I am also labeled as female or I am labeled as male, and that indicates how I should interact with this other person that I have then labeled. When in reality there's more than 2 genders. There's 2 scientific biological sexes, but that does not equal gender. 2 things aren't equivalent. There's even more than 2 biological sexes. If you define sex as being whether or not you have an X and Y chromosome or 2 X chromosomes. But then you also have people who are outside of the norm and they'll have 3 different chromosomes in different patterns. So there's more than 2 in that case as well. It's just the fact that the appearance from way back when was 1 of 2, when scientifically there's more. And psychologically, as a gender and a gender preference, there's way more because you're a human. And that's all you should see yourself as, unless you see yourself as like a furry or something else and you identify, but you chose your own label. That's all that matters. And also, I don't believe in labels. That's science with Kat. I'm science. I ballet. I science. Have you guys seen Midsummer Murder? I have it just on my desk, along with a spoon. This is set 2. I don't know if we have set 1 or where it went, but I've been watching these. The internet's been cutting out recently, so I've been watching these instead of watching like YouTube or other internet things. So set 2, What Evil Lurks Beyond the Well-Trimmed Hedges of Midsummer. Dead Man's 11, which is about a cricket bat sort of dealio, like cricket. It's centered around a cricket game, or team rather. I don't understand cricket at all. It looks like baseball, but also like in Fantastic Mr. Fox, when they play with the pine cone, it It kind of looks like that. Death of a Stranger, which I haven't watched yet, but apparently it's about a tramp who dies fleeing from fox hunters. I think what happens is he gets caught in a bear trap or something. Blue Herrings, which is kind of like red herrings, but they're old, so they have blue hair. Like the blue crowd is the matinee crowd. You have the blue crowd because they're old and they don't drive at night. And they have blue hair because they're old. And the gray, blue, whatever. Blue herrings instead of red herrings. Death in a home for the elderly. And then Judgment Day, which is about a village in Midsummer that is going to win the perfect village title, and we all know how bullshit that is. The DVD special features include a Midsummer map. I want to see that map. I want to know where all these places are. You got Fletcher's Cross, Upper Marshwood, Lawnside, Midsummer Mallow, all within this one set, which is 4 different towns, all within Midsummer as a whole, that all have murderers and psychopaths and sexual deviants in them. There's this one where everyone is just going at it with everyone else. Like everyone in the village is in a relationship with everyone else, and then someone dies and now they all have to hiding. Like they all have to hide what they've done. I don't really care about anybody's sexual preference, just as long as you don't label them as being a murderer for it. Although Barnaby, he's the main one. Detective Barnaby, Detective Chief Inspector Barnaby, with Daniel Casey as his young, eager assistant. Guest stars include Robert Hardy, Terrence Rigby, James Bolam, Nigel Davenport, Orlando Bloom, and Timothy West. Where's Orlando in this? He's not in, I don't know if he's in that one. He might be in Judgment Day. Oh, it's Daniel Casey is the actor, Sergeant Troy. That's why I didn't recognize the name. He's not in Dead Man's 11, is he? I saw him. You know, Dolores Umbridge is in Dead Man's 11, and she is a born-again Christian who never wants to tell any lies, but they watched a woman get murdered, stole a coin, and have sex all the time. So very different from Dolores Umbridge. The last chip. No more. Ah! It flew away. I'm not gonna eat it. It landed on the floor. My carpet is too dirty for that. So that was Midsummer Murder and also me eating. I'll see you guys when I see you. Annyeong.